Welcome everybody. I'm here at Six Flags St. Louis. They opened in 1971, which means next year is their 50th season, and in 2021 is their 50th birthday. I don't know if they're planning on doing the celebration next year or 2021, but either way, I have compiled a list of the 6 things that I hope they do before their 50th anniversary. Let's do it. I was actually here yesterday planning on filming the same video with my 3-year-old nephew, but it was so hot, the park reached capacity. We didn't do any filming. It was just almost unbearable to even be out here. So I'm back again today to give you the list. I did a list like this last year. Check out the link below. And actually 2 of the things have sort of come true. They have added more shows at Miss Kitty's, at the Palace, at over by the Warner Brothers studio, and they're supposedly adding in mobile ordering for food. It's been coming soon since February, so I don't know if it's going to come, but it's supposed to be coming, so it looks like I was fortunate to get 2 of them correct, so maybe we can get some more this time. Number 6. Let's talk about these restrooms. They are old, they are outdated, they're kind of gross. The fixtures need to be updated. They haven't been updated in probably 20-30 years. So I feel gross every time I need to go into a restroom. All of them around the park are the same. They need to be updated. They need to be installed with modern fixtures where you can have the sensors where the water and soap. So please, Six Flags, this is a must-do. Number 6. Let's get these bathrooms going. And number 5. I kind of wish they would rework their dining pass hours. I just ate at the smokehouse and it was great, but the line was really long because they have a window of time, 11:30 to 3:30 for lunch, and then 4:30 to 7:30 for dinner. But what happens is between 3:30 and 4:30 it's completely dead, so people are just standing around waiting for 4:30. So I think it's just ridiculous. If they could just overlap the times, or maybe make it where you can't get a dinner for an hour after you get a lunch, but make it the whole length of the day. I just think it'd be easier for everyone, because it makes no sense to have massive crowds right before and after 4:30, but then for 3:30 to 4:30 there's no one in line. Let's rework the dining pass hours. Alright, number 4. This is one of the only parks where you can't bring a bag into the queue line and leave it before going on a ride. Every other park I've ever been to, ever, Disney parks, Holiday World, Six Flags Great America, Kentucky Kingdom, they let you bring the bag and store it in like a cubby, and you get it when you get off the ride. Not here. You can't bring a bag at all and leave it anywhere. It's a little ridiculous, and I hope they build some cubbies. I mean, obviously they're not responsible. Mr. Freeze is making way too much noise as I talk, but come on, Six Flags. Thing I hope changes before the 50th is more use from their amphitheater. I have this super nice amphitheater back here, and they use it like 3 times a year for like Christian concerts. And nothing against Christian concerts, but I don't see why they can't get 3 or 4 more acts in here, like, you know, an old 70s or 80s group that isn't doing anything. Like, you know, I'll pay $10 to see Air Supply or REO Speedwagon or some has-been group that still makes the tours. So come on, Six Flags, let's get more use out of this amphitheater. I've never even been in there before, so it's all this wasted space. Two thing I think Six Flags St. Louis needs to fix before their 50th is during their Fright Fest celebration. They need to add something new. In the last 4 or 5 years, all the haunted houses have been the exact same. The scare zones have been the same for the most part. They tweak it a little bit. But even though it's my favorite time of the year, I kind of see it getting a little stale. So I don't see why you can't add different haunted houses, at least rotate one new one every year. Try to, you know, get more crowded, and even though it's crowded as it is, so maybe they won't do it. But number 2, let's improve Fright Fest. Right behind me is the entrance to Hurricane Harbor, and I believe the #1 thing that Six Flags St. Louis, this park, needs before their 50th is a water coaster or some massive water-related ride to add to the water park. Going to the water park is almost unbearable in the summer because it gets so crowded, there's not enough rides, and it's not very fun. So I believe we need to add a water coaster to Hurricane Harbor ASAP. They have one in Kentucky Kingdom. They have a couple in Holiday World. Why can't we get one here? Come on. Alright, so that is my 6 things I hope Six Flags does before their 50th celebration, either next year or the year after. Do you agree? Put it in the comments if you do or don't. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. May the adventure continue.